On OSRC News at 7. Residents cry out to Ondo State government over indiscriminate waste disposal at Igbatoro Road refuse dump site. Fleeing drug dealer crushes NDLEA operative in Lagos. Now special forces rescue 7 kidnapped victims in Kaduna. And from the foreign scene, India becomes first nation to land spacecraft near Moon's South Pole.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Remy Allen. The Ondo State government will commence distribution of palliatives to the vulnerable in the state from the 1st of next month. Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Bamidele Ademola Olateju, who said the Palliative Committee has reviewed its implementation strategy and distribution plan, stressed that the social intervention for pensioners will begin this month, as earlier promised, by the vulnerable people in communities will start getting their 10,000 naira monthly from September. The commissioner. Meanwhile, the Kaduna state government has unveiled a comprehensive palliative support program designed to help cushion the negative impacts of the removal of petrol subsidies on residents of the state. Governor Ubasani made the disclosure during a joint media briefing where the initiative was unveiled with the Labour Congress Ayuba Suleiman and other members of the Palliative Committee comprising representatives of organized labor and civil society organizations. According to Sani, 210,000 indigent households, totaling 150 million vulnerable persons, will benefit from the 2 billion naira palliative fund so far released by the federal government to the state. According to Governor Sani, the remaining 2 phases of the palliative intervention will take care of transportation and assistance to smallholder farmers, micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises, as well as the resuscitation of train services across the 3 senatorial districts of Kaduna State, which he believes are key to cushion the sufferings of the people. In the final preparation for the commencement of the distribution of palliatives to the people of the state, Sani said the government was committed to the effective implementation of measures lined up in the 3 phases and had therefore put all necessary machinery in place to ensure the exercise is each free, transparent, and equitable. The Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria, MDCAN, has issued a 21-day ultimatum to the federal government to meet its demand of phase The task of managing solid waste presents complex technical challenges and poses a wide variety of administrative, economic, and social problems if not properly handled. According to the World Bank, Nigeria produces an estimated 32 million tons of solid waste per year, with only about 20 to 30% of it being collected and managed properly. Joy Pius in this report seeks to unravel the challenges associated with improper disposal of municipal solid waste and its economic potentials if properly managed. Her report. This dump site along Igbatoro Road in Akure was sited in the city's outskirts many years ago with no human activities. However, that is no longer the case as urbanization has spread to the area with quite a number of dwellers plying the route. The perimeter fence at the entrance of a dump site is some distance away from the road. But from what can be seen here, dumping of refuse at the entrance is now the norm, a situation already raising serious health concerns. Residents are lamenting the current state of the dump site, describing it as a disaster waiting to happen.
It's always been a serious issue plying this road with the nature of water coming out from this place.
There's no how you can pass there without covering your nose. When we are moving around, going home or coming out, at least we wind up.
So people now, they don't feel come here because at this place they smell. Please. And yesterday, some people will come out for here, they don't come out.
We've clamored for the relocation of this dumping site, but they said government is giving them some area, some piece of land in another place, but yet there is no solution.
What we had last year was they have moved that place to Ondoro, somewhere in Ondoro, but yet they are still dropping refuse there. You see how they drop all the refuse in the main road, in the roadside, even it's not well packed.
On the dump site is this building with a description signposting the supposed activities expected of the facility to include recycling and material recovery. However, it appears the only activity carried out in this facility is dumping of waste. The advantages of a circular economy and the need to reduce waste by recycling or transforming it into something useful have also been stressed by respondents.
And we look everywhere to see that what can be done to make sure that the waste primarily is being turned to waste, is being seen as waste. And until that is done, definitely we will continue to have problem in the society. Each state has an existing waste management authority. But how effective is such an organization is the question we should ask ourselves.
Waste could be turned to wealth. If we agree that plastic constitutes the greater percentage of the waste, and we agree with me that this plastic could be reused, could be recycled, the government could begin to think of that. Can we recycle plastic? Because even those people that's into recycling in these states, it's very, I don't know how it sounds. When people pick plastic here and they take it to Lagos, no any recycling plants in those states. So I think we should be able to do that. The state government should be able to have a recycling plant.
Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Sunday Akinwalere, while stating government's plans regarding the facility, said the new dump site has been approved for use along Akpomu to reduce the volume of waste moved to Igbatoro.
The Akpomu site is in use, and by the time I visited, the last time I visited, I'm sure some people have been using the facility there. We encourage all our PSPs and other people that deal with waste to make sure that they use their common dumping sites to make sure that we have peace and serenity at Igbatoro while government starts to do the remedial work. We have gone far. We are collaborating with UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization, to manage Class C waste in particular. And they will be coming within the next couple of months.
The need for implementation of a comprehensive waste management plan and collaboration between governments, waste management teams, private sector, foreign investors, and civil society has been identified as the only way out towards addressing the challenge of waste disposal in Nigeria at large. Joy Pius, OSRC News. You're watching OSRC News at 7. We'll take a quick break. Please stay tuned.
Win an all-expense-paid trip to Disneyland in the Indomie Golden Magnet promo. To participate, just buy the Indomie 70-gram pack and look for the magnet inside. Log into www.indomie.ng/Golden Magnet promo to fill in your details and enter your unique magnet code. All the Golden Magnet winners will get to experience the wonders of Disneyland. Silver Magnet winners stand a chance to win amazing prizes. Every pack of Indomie you buy comes with your favorite indomitable magnet. Terms and conditions apply. Indomie, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Take it from me, the mind-blowing way to do things is the Glow LTE advanced way. When you stream, it's like you're in the drama itself. When you make calls, you reach where others can't. Sophie! Doing business is like running Wall Street from your street. And when you play,
I did beat you guy.
We'll see about that.
it's like traveling the world without moving an inch.
Is that Toby in your room?
You can download in the blink of an eye in 4K.
Go, go.
And when you go for your dreams, it's like running with the strength of 3 nations behind you.
Glow LTE Advanced, the power of 3 data networks in one. Get a Glow SIM or dial *301#.
Win an all-expense-paid trip to Disneyland in the Indomie Golden Magnet promo. To participate, just buy the Indomie 70-gram pack and look for the magnet inside. Log into www.indomie.ng/Golden Magnet promo to fill in your details and enter your unique magnet code. All the Golden Magnet winners will get to experience the wonders of Disneyland. Silver Magnet winners stand a chance to win amazing prizes. Every pack of Indomie you buy comes with your favorite indomitable magnet. Terms and conditions apply. Indomie, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Welcome back. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel OSRC TV Ondo. Moving ahead, the expected Wednesday arraignment of the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN), Godwin Emefiele, over an alleged procurement fraud to the tune A suspect described as a notorious drug dealer in the Lekki area of Lagos State is on the run after crushing an operative of the National Drug Law Minister of Works, David Umai, says the ministry under his watch will construct a flyover as a permanent solution to end the perennial. Nigerian Air Force NAV Special Forces have rescued 7 kidnapped victims, comprising 6 females and 1 male, near Brenengwari in Kaduna State. According to NAV Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Edward Gabwet, the female victims on interrogation revealed that they were kidnapped from Pekoro in Niger State, while the lone male victim said he was abducted from Rijau in Niger State. Gabwet said the terrorists on sighting the troops abandoned their victims and fled into a nearby forest, but 6 of the victims were taken to NAF medical facilities at Beningwari for review, and staff Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar commended the efforts of the troops while calling for intensified efforts ensuring all areas within Kaduna State and environs are free of terrorists, kidnappers, and other criminal elements. Ahead of the United Nations General Assembly UNGA in New York, USA, scores of Nigeria's professionals in the diaspora have perfected the strategies aimed at winning investors to support the President Bola Tinubu's development agenda for the country. Under the visionary co-chairmanship of Professor Tai Balofi, amid high global attention and expectations, Chinese President Xi Jinping has thrown his weight behind plans to expand the BRICS club of large emerging economies, which is seeking to assert its political and economic clout on the global stage. The BRICS nations of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, which represent a quarter of the global economy, are meeting for 3 days, and interest in joining the group has surged. Akintunde Akishomola has an update on the international conference.
A friendly welcome for China's President Xi Jinping as he arrived for the BRICS summit in South Africa. He was presented with the Order of South Africa by his counterpart Cyril Ramaphosa. The warm reception is also indicative, perhaps, of how the two men see eye to eye on one of the main issues of the Johannesburg summit, that is expansion. China is keen to grow the bloc, which also includes Brazil, Russia, India, and South Africa, as it vies with the United States for geopolitical influence.
South Africa and China have similar views with regard to the expansion of BRICS membership, and we look forward to the discussions.
Russia also wants to bring in new members to counter its diplomatic isolation over its invasion of Ukraine. BRICS, which accounts for 40% of the world's population and a quarter of the global GDP, remains a disparate group. Expansion, some argue, can forge it into a counterweight against the West, but there are tensions. India is wary of Chinese dominance and has warned against a rushed expansion. Its foreign minister said the country has a positive intent and open mind. Brazil, meanwhile, fears more members will dilute its influence. President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva said he supported other countries joining, particularly Argentina, but with certain conditions so it does not become a Tower of Babel. He also said that BRICS is not meant to challenge other bodies such as the G7, but to organize the so-called Global South. That was a view seemingly shared by Xi. The leaders held a mini retreat and dinner on Tuesday evening where they discussed a framework and criteria for admitting new countries. South African officials say over 40 countries have expressed interest. Of them, nearly 24, including Nigeria, have formally asked to be admitted, with some sending delegations to the summit. Akintunde Akinshemola for Osrc News.
And from the foreign scene, India has become the first nation to land a craft near the moon's south pole, a historic triumph for the world's most populous nation and its ambitious cost-price space program. The unmanned Chandrayaan And from the sporting arena, Guinness World Record holder in rope skipping, Benga Ezekiel, has dislodged his initial record of 265 skips on one leg in 1 minute to set a new record of 276 skips. At a Guinness World Record attempt session held in Ondo State Sports Complex, Akure, the Japo High School student also set a world record on most double underskips in one leg in 1 minute, surpassing the current holder Himanshu Prajapati from India. OSRC's Benga Uluwajano will monitor the event, now reports.
All fellow rope skippers around the world.
Ondo State rope skippers Philip Solomon, Benga Ezekiel, Dose Dubem and Kenneth Shidera fired out with intention and enthusiasm to set new records and dislodge Guinness World Record holders from Japan, India, United Kingdom and Philippines in rope skipping competition.
Solomon Phillips.
The boys began with Philip Solomon attempting crisscross on one leg in 30 seconds.
Crisscross one leg, 30 seconds. Set. Start.
Thereafter, Philip Solomon set a new record of 70 skips crisscross on one leg in 30 seconds, dislodging the current record holder from India, Himanshu Prajapati, who had 62 skips.
Stop! Dose Dubem.
Also, Dose Dubem took on Ryan Alonso of the Philippines on most double under crossover in 30 seconds to claim his first record of 73, writing history for himself in that category.
Stop! Current record 265. Good luck. Set.